Well, hello there, people with internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, we're back on doing some more Doki Doki after finishing New Eyes. And you may be wondering, what do you mean New Eyes? The last Doki Doki series you finished was My Doki Doki Snafu, and that is incorrect, because if you become a member on my YouTube channel, then you get access to various special series, and one of which was Doki Doki New Eyes, which is a Yuri focused mod. So the last Doki Doki series that I finished was Doki Doki New Eyes, but that was for senators only. So that's why Snafu is not the most recent entry in the My Doki Doki list of things. So yeah, if you want to become a member, then be sure to do that. I just noticed that you can see through that part of the finger there. That's a bit weird, but yeah, yeah. If you want to watch, get access to special series on the channel, you need to become a senator of rank 2, a quaestor to be precise, and join the Senate, and you get access to and a say in new series. Secret senator only series on the channel. So yeah, that is why I finished New Eyes, but most of you probably haven't seen it because, well, like I said, it was for senators only. But this isn't for senators only because, well, you're watching it right now. Today we're playing, well, today I'm starting Doki Doki One Last Memory. It's, as you can probably see from the title screen and the very somber piano music, it's not a very happy mod. It's, yeah, it's a pretty sad mod. It is a mod about, it's a loosely, what's it called? It's loosely based on as a sequel of Doki Doki Salvation, which I haven't played yet, but it is in the pipeline of all the Doki Doki mods that I want to try out. It is one of them. So I will go to Salvation eventually, but I'm pretty sure I can play this without having played Salvation first, because they said like it was a half sequel loosely based on Salvation. So I'm pretty sure that you don't have to play that first. Maybe there's some references I won't get, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to play that. But the point of this mod is Sayori has already committed suicide, and this mod is about how the MC and the others deal with that. From my general understanding. As per usual, I have absolutely no idea what the rest of the mod is about. I don't know the finer details of it, because I always like to go in blind when I'm playing Doki Doki mods. Or essentially any visual novel, really. But yeah, if you want to watch Doki Doki New Eyes, you need to become a senator first, a quaestor, so level 2. All senators get access to a Discord channel that I haven't set up yet, but it will be available once you get there. And, well, there's lots of other levels. The most common one would obviously be quaestor, because they get access to all the special series on the channel, but you get mentioned in the credits on my Minecraft special Minecraft videos and stuff like that, but you know. Currently, I already finished Doki Doki New Eyes. Currently, I'm doing the Higurashi series, so be sure to check it out if you want to, of course, because, you know, you need to pay money to do that, so only do that if you really want to, you know. You don't have to, of course. I'm not saying that, I mean, obviously I'm still making regular videos for everybody, but if you want to check out some special series, and of course you can always leave suggestions for a special series for senators only, yeah, be sure to become a member of the Senate, because I'm actively doing all the rewards for that as we speak. But promotion for the Senate over, we are going to be playing Doki Doki One Last Memory, like I said. So it's probably going to be some crying here and there, but I'm ready for it. It's okay. So yeah, that's the premise. Sayori has committed suicide, and it's about how everybody deals with it, I believe. I have no idea how long this mod is. I just know that that is roughly the premise, and that is it. So we're going to see what happens next. Obviously, my own name, and let's go. What the hell? 12 G's guy 6%? One last memory. Oh, yeah, and of course you need to have played the original game first before trying this one. It gave those warnings at the start, but I didn't record them, but I just felt like I should mention. I slowly opened my eyes, still burning from last night. Must have cried myself to sleep again. I lift the covers off from my body and sit up in bed. I stare at the wall for what seems like hours, only for my alarm to go off. I've always hated waking up before my alarm, but at least I won't have to deal with that infernal noise for much longer today. I see a few text messages from Monica reminding me the literature club is always here for me. I leave the message open. I don't dare scroll down my contact list. Her number is still saved and I don't want to remind myself of her. Oh yeah, that's fucking... I get that. I've been there. But I guess I'm thinking of her now, aren't I? I get up from bed, walk downstairs and into the restroom to get ready. I lazily put on my uniform. It's extremely wrinkled and messy. I'm sure I'll get chewed out for that, not that I really care. It's hard to find the motivation to care for these types of things. I quickly make myself some toast and take a few bites before heading outside. Wow, it's very grey. As I walk out my door, I nearly stop out of pure instinct. It's a cruel reminder that I'm going to walk to school on my own from now on. I trudge across the street and down the sidewalk where I feel piercing gazes go right through my skull. Not that it really matters to me anyway. People heard the news, so it's not exactly surprising to get a few stares from people. Sympathetic, I'm sure, but I'm absolutely certain they're glad they don't have to go through what I have to. The day goes by incredibly slowly, almost as if the world wants to leave me with my grief for as long as possible. I have one more class to get through and then I can finally go home. I think that, but I simply can't find the motivation to move. I place my head down on the desk and rest my eyes. I've learned that teachers will generally leave me alone when I do this, okay? That's actually just like in New Eyes. I was very surprised in New Eyes that the teachers did that to Yuri. But apparently, according to One Last Memory, that just happens universally in Japan. I hear some light footsteps enter the room and I quickly realize they're getting closer to me. Just leave me alone already. Oh, the dialogue box changes for every Doki, or every girl from the literature club, whatever. That's pretty nice. Hey, Mark? Hi, Monica. I slowly lift my head up from the desk and look up at the club president. Haha, you're late for class, you know? I place my head back down and continue thinking about Sayori. I hear her let out a long sigh and walk closer to me. I'm sorry for your loss, Mark, I really am. Her voice cracks as she says this. But I would like to think Sayori wouldn't like for your grades to fall because of this. She always believed in you, and from wherever she is now, she still does. I stay silent. What would she say if she was here right now? It doesn't matter what she says, because she isn't here, Monica. She'll never be here again. I lift my head up and look straight into her eyes. You just don't get it, do you? She's gone, and it's my fault. How the hell am I supposed to live with myself knowing that I killed my best friend? Tears are running down my face and I feel my body start shaking. In my own emotional outburst, I didn't realize I started crying. You didn't kill her. Don't bring yourself down like that. This was out of our control. Yeah, well, how would you feel if someone killed themselves over something you said? Monica looks to the side as if trying to find the right words to say. I'd feel horrible. But that's not case closed. Monica stumbles on her words, sighs and walks out of the now empty classroom. I feel somewhat guilty. I know she just wanted to help, but she could never hope to understand what this loss feels like. I guess she is right though. Sitting around like this isn't going to solve anything. If Sayori was here, she'd probably guilt trip me into walking out of the classroom by now. The hallways are empty, meaning I'm already pretty late to my next class. As I get closer to the classroom, the tiny bit of motivation I had now fades away. At the corner of my eye, I see a picture of Sayori posted up on the wall with flowers surrounding it. The text underneath the photo reads, "Rest in peace, sunshine." I walk up to her picture and place my hand on it. I feel my chest tighten and my eyes water. I'm so sorry. I wish I could have done more for you. I'm taken out of my emotional state when I hear a toilet flush in the nearby restroom. I quickly wipe my eyes and regain my bearings. The restroom door opens when a familiar face walks out. Oh, hey Natsuki. The pink-haired girl dries her hands off on her blazer before realizing she isn't alone. Wow, Mark, what are you doing out in the hallway? Don't you have class? I don't feel like going. Ah, yeah, I understand. Well, I have to get going. Will I see you at the club today? I shrug my shoulders. I haven't really gone to any club meeting since Sayori's funeral. I don't really see the point in going. Natsuki sighs and turns around. Natsuki, wait. Huh? What's up? Can you, Natsuki raises an eyebrow. Oh, she does, actually. Oh my god! What the fuck? That's the first time I've seen... I don't know if it's the first time that this sprite was ever used, but I feel like it's the first time I've actually noticed that she actually does raise an eyebrow like that. That's pretty cool. Can you stay here with me? I could use some company. Oh, she does actually blink. Natsuki blinks a few times, clearly shocked by my request. Yeah, sure. Only because I'd probably appreciate the same thing if I lost a friend. You really don't have to if you want to go back to class. Nah, it's alright. It's just dumb history stuff. Hey! No, Natsuki, go! Now you have to go! Don't insult history like that. History is by far the best subject in school. Maybe not the most important, maybe like learning English or whatever, or learning your native language is pretty important too, but history is by far the best subject in school. And I will definitely die on that hill. Like the 300 Spartans! I will die defending that hill! Well, they weren't in a hill, they were in a valley or a ravine or whatever, but you get the point. Along with the... how many? 700 other Greeks that were there? With the Spartans sent home at some point. I always forget how many there are, because you only remember the 300 Spartans. You never really like hear about the 700 or 800 other Greeks that accompanied them during the battle. So it's not dumb history stuff. Did we just mirror the hallway? I think we did. Natsuki and I walk down the hallway and find an empty bench to sit on. I usually wait for Yuri here. We like to walk to the club together. Ah, yeah, the club. How's it going? Well, I'll be honest, it's so boring in there. First of all, Monika is acting kind of weird. I feel like Sayori's passing really affected her too. Well, she was her vice president. True. Anyway, Yuri took over as vice, but considering how shy she is, she doesn't really want to do anything that's too outlandish. Oh, yeah! Ah, give Monika's hand back, Natsuki, what the fuck? Natsuki continues talking about the club, which only brings back more memories of Sayori. I accidentally interrupt her. How are you handling it? The fact that she's gone. Huh? Oh, whoops! Oh, did I skip something? Yeah, well... Are you sure you want to talk about this? I slowly nod. Natsuki looks down for a moment. It was hard. I mean, why wouldn't it be? She really brought a lot to the club. Her personality, her positive outlook on everything, her ability to cool us off when we argue. Now that she's gone, things just don't feel the same. Natsuki starts to tear up. She turns her head to look to the other direction. I didn't know her for very long, but in the time that I did, she was one of the reasons why I was able to seek peace inside the club. I hear Natsuki sniffle and watch her wipe tears away from her face. I'm really glad you felt that way about her. It's comforting to know that she really did have a lot of people who cared about her. You don't think she did? Well, I do believe she had tons of people who cared about her, but she told me that's what made her feel worse. Natsuki looks back at me with a slight look of confusion on her face. I'm not really sure if I should tell her about her depression. Sayori didn't even want me to tell. Sayori didn't even want to tell me. Before Natsuki can ask any questions, a familiar sound rings over the school intercom. In an instant, people begin to fill up the hallways. Hi, Yuri! Yuri walks out of the classroom door we were seated in front of. Oh, Mark, this is a nice surprise. Will you be joining us for the club meeting today? I shake my head. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I sort of feel bad for... What is this music? This is a remix from the original Doki Doki OST, but it sounds a bit Yuri like. It's been Yurified. What's the name of the original track? Is it Play With Me? No, it's not Play With Me. Play With Me is... I think it's Okay Everyone. I think that's the title of the original version of this soundtrack. Yeah, I think it's called Okay Everyone. Monica's catchphrase. I sort of feel bad for denying the girls like this, but I really just don't see how visiting the club would be beneficial at all. Sorry, maybe another time. I have to get back home. I'll see you guys later. I turn around and leave Natsuki and Yuri behind. I can't help but feel a little better after today, though. Talking about this with someone who also cared about her has been a nice change of pace for me. As I walk home, I get a sudden urge to do something that I know I'll regret. I pull out my phone from my pocket and open my messages. 3 weeks ago, I never knew my last message to her would be, "Hope you're feeling okay." Yeah, that really hits home for me as well. Jeez, do I even have it? Well, I obviously have her WhatsApp messages still on my phone. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself in the first episode. It already hurts that I have to scroll this far down because that makes me, you know, therefore I know for sure, like, yeah, it was a long time ago already now. Yeah. Do you have to go to school tomorrow? Is for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, that's the last message my mom sent to me before she died. Well, of course you didn't know that, but I can understand what the MC is feeling here. I should have done more. Open up the conversation and begin typing slowly. Hey, I know you're not going to see this, but I figured this is the only way you and I could talk now. I hit send. I stare blankly at the message. The phone tells me the message was delivered, yet I know it'll never be reached. I begin typing more. I'm sorry, Sayori, I didn't mean for things to end this way. I should have been there for you when you needed me. I hit send once again. My tears no longer let me type coherently. I quickly lock my phone and place it back in my pocket. Somewhere deep inside my head, I expected to receive a message back, but it'll never happen. Again, like I said, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself in the first episode, but yeah, I completely understood that part where he's like, yeah, a fucking random message, and he's like, yeah, I had absolutely no idea that would be the last time she sent me anything or whatever, you know? And the angels speak from above. With deafening volume, their voices shook the hearts of those who have housed despair within them. A lack of true acceptance, yearning for something to help them feel once again. Is that a Bible quote or something? I was startled awake by my phone vibrating. It was a text message. Without hesitation, I quickly grabbed it from off my nightstand, only to feel slightly disappointed. It was a message from Yuri inviting me to meet her after class before the club meeting. I'm not sure why I expected Sayori to message me back. How could I be so stupid? I slam my fist on the bed in frustration. I feel my chest tighten up, but I take a deep breath and let out a heavy sigh. No more tears, Sayori wouldn't want this. I reply back to Yuri with "I'll be there" and get up from the bed. I think it's time I give the club a visit again. Anyway. Classes go by a bit faster this time, and see, this is Play With Me, but then what's it called? An edited version or whatever you call it. I generally don't feel too down on myself today. I think those messages I sent really helped me cope a little bit. I walk towards Yuri's classroom, the same one Natsuki and I sat in front of the other day. The purple-haired girl was seated next to Natsuki, who was eating a cookie. Hey guys, how are you? Ah, I'm glad you came to see us. Natsuki was getting worried you wouldn't be here. What? You mean you were worried, dummy? Natsuki, please. Maybe this was a mistake. Wait, no! Maybe we just wanted to see if you wanted to join us at the club today. But he doesn't have to come if he doesn't feel like it, Yuri. Yeah, I think I'll stop by. The girls look surprised, but definitely not disappointed. Well, awesome! Monika will probably be happy to see you. I think back to lashing out at her yesterday. I should apologize for that. Before I walk in through the familiar doors, memories of walking in with Sayori come flooding in. Oh, geez, that must be really difficult. Just take it easy, Mark. You're okay. You can do this. I walk into the club, and the familiar smell and sights already fill my senses. Yuri and Natsuki follow behind me. Monika, we have a visitor. Monika is seated at her desk. Did she just blink? Her expression shows signs of stress, but she still shows me that smile I'd never forget. Oh Mark, it's so nice to see you back in here. Hey Monika, I'd like to apologize about yesterday. I didn't mean to get angry at you or anything. No, there's no need for that. If anything, I should be the one apologizing to you. I shouldn't have bothered you in the first place. I understand these feelings can take time to handle. Just know we're all here for you. Her smile is so genuine and full of support. For the first time in weeks, I crack a smile to return the favor. Thank you guys. I think this is the kind of healing I need. I shouldn't have abandoned you guys. Hey, no matter how long you're gone, you'll always be a part of the club. Natsuki's right. Never feel like you're at fault for leaving. We understand. The girls continue to talk to me about everything that I've missed in the club. I have to admit, this is definitely a nice distraction from everything. I caught myself laughing and smiling at Yuri and Natsuki arguing with each other, and I feel comforted by Monika's kindness. I guess the happiness I needed was here all along. Well, all this catching up has been fun, but I have to get home soon. My dad will lose his marbles if I get home late again. Catch you guys later. Natsuki rushes out of the room. Yuri follows suit. I should head out as well. I have to take care of some things at home. Have a nice evening, Monika. Mark? I guess that's my cue to head out as well. It's been fun, Monika. This was a nice escape for me. Hey, you're welcome back at any time. You're still a member after all. Monika gives me another one of her famous smiles before walking up to me. Oh Jesus, whoa, hi! To my surprise, she takes my hands in hers and switches to a more sympathetic expression. I'm here for you. Never forget you're not alone. Okay. Nobody should handle this loss on their own. If you ever need someone to talk to, just give me a call, okay? Okay, hang on a minute. Like, I'm guessing either what happens in Act 1 in the vanilla game just happened, but Monika isn't self-aware in this game? Or not, like, I don't know. Like, I'm a bit suspicious now, because of course we all know that in the original game, Monica is the reason that Sayori did that to herself. And now Monica is like, hey, just, you can talk to me, or whatever. So, you know, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Monica didn't do anything, and Monica isn't self-aware in this mod, but it's still a bit freaky. So that's not your fault, Monica, really, but yeah, it's still a bit odd. I nod my head, realizing I'm blushing quite intensely. Thank you, I appreciate the thought. I let go of Monica's hands and head out the door. That was awfully kind of her. I mean, Monica seems like a nice girl, but that was really nice. Her soft touch made me feel happy. I'm snapped out of my little daydream when I realized I forgot my bag in the club room. Shoot, hopefully Monica didn't lock the door yet. I walked back over to the club room and luckily the doors were still unlocked. Monica, are you still here? No response. Guess she decided to leave without locking the door or turning off the lights either. Bro, read that sentence again. As I walk over to my bag, my eyes catch something red on the floor. A singular red rose lay there. The hell? Where did this come from? I bend over and pick it up, observing it closely. I give the rose a sniff, letting its familiar aroma fill my nostrils. Without thinking, I place the rose on the desk Sayori used to sit at during club meetings. Don't really remember what her favorite flower was, but I like to think she would have liked to get a rose from me. I think I'm finally ready to move on, Sayori. I'll stay strong for you. That's what you would have wanted, right? I place my bag over my shoulder and walk out the club room, not before turning off the lights and locking the club room doors. And then Monica was still inside. If only you knew. End of Act 1! Oh wow, that was fast. Okay. I don't like this noise. Or music or whatever it is going on in the background. I don't like that. Okay, that is it for part 1 of Doki Doki One Last Memory. I've already started crying in the first episode, so that's a great start. So I hope you guys aren't deterred by that. So yeah, Doki Doki One Last Memory, I'll be continuing that. And like I said, there's tons of other mods coming. And yeah, not everything will be Senator only. There will be regular videos for everyone to watch, like this series. But there will be some Doki mods that will probably be Senator only. Like I said, I'm doing Higurashi right now for the Senators. So if you want to join and become a Senator, then be my guest. Again, you don't have to. It's just if you want to support the channel a bit extra and then get access to some extra things. But you don't have to, obviously. Just want to emphasize that. I'm not begging you guys or like forcing you guys like, hey, you have to do this or else I'm gonna stop blah blah blah. Like, none of that. But just want to put it out there because, well, if you want to like have access to all the visual novels, all the, like I said, I'm doing Higurashi right now. I've done New Eyes. Some other Doki Doki mods will be Senator only, so if you want to have access, if you like the content or whatever, you get what I mean. Anyway, that's it for part 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless, despite the emotional part. And I will see you guys in the next one. See you later, Romans. Waleta.